Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a Twist. And I had so much fun doing a Mimeograph Monday with one of the February kits that I thought I would do that with the paper pumpkin because I just got my paper pumpkin in the mail. So this is the February Hello Spring. So I have just unwrapped it. So I haven't even really looked at it. So I will be kind of coming up with a twist on the fly. That's a good word for it. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in San Valley, Arizona. So welcome. If you are new, I am in the chat room during the live premiere, so that's where you want to head on over to there. That's where I'll be with my friends. And if you're watching the replay and you have a comment or a question, leave it below. YouTube will let me know, and then I can reach out to you. If you are new, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and that way you don't miss out. Now, also, don't forget that my double reward points end today. That's February the 24th, 2025. And you can read more about them on my blog over there. And I also did a video and mentioned it as well. So this is for online orders. If you order 50 before tax and shipping in my store, this is USA only. This is offered from me, not Stampin' Up. This is just something that I'm offering. You will get double points, so double sunflowers. And like I said, the double reward points end February the 24th. And I'm actually discontinuing this incentive the end of this month. So you have till February 28th to earn those sunflowers, and you'll have till the end of April. Is it April 30th? Whatever the last day of April is, 2025, to redeem them. So if you have any questions, make sure you holler at me. I've enjoyed doing the reward points, but Stampin' Up! Is going to be introducing a new reward program coming up, so it doesn't make sense for me to have one as well. So yeah, so I still have my, you still earn the mini masterpieces based on your order, and I showed my little mini masterpiece for February. So if you place an order, if you order 75 before tax and shipping in the month of February, you will get this little guy. He's a cute little, one of my darling dinos. This is T-Bone. So when I send you your thank you card, I will send you one of these little guys in with your card. So I do a different one each month, and then you can do whatever you want with them. Some people frame them, some people put them on a card and use them. It's really up to you, but I have so much fun making those. And so yeah, so if you have any questions at anything that I blabbered about, make sure you holler at me. Okay, so I am going to adjust my camera. So close your eyes just for a second while I do that. This is the Hello Spring Paper Pumpkin, February Paper Pumpkin. I don't know if they have refills for this one or not, but this is what it does. So what I'll do is I will make one, of each of the card, and then I'll do a twist. So I'll actually be doing 4 projects today. So this video will take, maybe a little bit longer than normal. So this kit comes with a stamp set, and it's really cute. I love this little for you that's in a circle. It comes with a petunia pop spot, but you know me, I'll use the big mama pad. You've got your tear tape and your twine, and then you have these envelopes. So it looks like it's the same size as a regular envelope. Let me see. This is a regular envelope. So let's see here. It looks like it visually. So yeah, it's the same size as a A4, but it looks different because of the way it closes. So it closes on the side instead of on the top. So very cool. All right, so it looks like the envelopes are all the same. What is neat is that design is in the whole envelope. So if you like to use your envelopes, and oh my gosh, look at this big granddaddy of a dimensional. All right, then we have, so it does 3 cards. Of each design. And I love that it like continues on, so that if you like to cut your cards, you can make even more, right? So you have this one. So I'm just going to set this aside. I'm just going to pop out one of each thing, because I'm assuming, without looking at the pictures, right? All right. And then we have more of these, so I'll just set those aside. And then we have some blue, and I love the texture on here. So this goes all the way as well. And then I'll do one of that, one of that, and one of that. And then I'll set these aside. And then you have this. So it's kind of like, this looks like the basic beige with like almost like a champagne rose gold kind of foil on it. And then we have the flowers. Now I'm going to pop these out together because it just gives you a little bit of thickness. So I find they pop out a little better, but I just need one. We have a basil. So these remind me of like, if you're going to give maybe a plant or seeds or something. All right. And then we have mint. We have chives. So we have chives over here too, but this looks different. Okay, so chives. So I need one of those. And then you have these beautifully colored flower or spices, whatever you want to call them. They're a little thicker. I mean, they feel thicker because they've got all the little bendies in there. All right, so I want one of those. So I'm not going to take that out all the way. I'm just going to do one at a time on these ones. Okay. So I love planting basil. I need to plant more herbs. I guess they're herbs, not spices. Because I love making pesto, so I need to plant some more this year. Because I never seem to have enough. Okay, and then I'm going to pop out one of these. But I love making pesto with pasta. Yum. All right, we got our chipboard, what you want to keep. And this is just if you want to keep the stamp set, you can get our the flat cases that the stamps come in. And then you have this, and then you know what goes with it. So because it tells like Hello Spring, and then you know what it was called, and then this goes, with that. So if you don't use them all, and then you forget to put one away, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, where does this go? It helps you. All right. So let's see here. So we want, and I'm just going to pull this off here. So we want, thanks for helping me grow. Oh, isn't that cute? That's a cute little thing. Let me get a different color block, size block here. Thanks for helping me grow. So it's right here. And let's see, let me get my block. I should have had this done. I should have had that ready. All right, I'm just going to put it on this big one. All right, so thanks for helping me grow. To a wonderful friend. Now, of course, you can use, you know, you might have greetings at home that you want to use instead. You might know somebody that, you know, they're a big gardener. Oh my gosh, I wish I love to have plants growing in the spring. It always drives me nuts because I can hardly wait to, you know, get the spring stuff. But before you know it, summer's here, and okay, so I also need this. So summer's here, and things die because it is a desert here. So anyways, but because I watch so many videos from different places that they can grow like so many things, you know, that we can in Arizona. All right, so that goes there. I think I have all the pieces. Yeah, as far as I can tell, that's all I need to mount. All right, and if I need more, that's not a big deal. All right, so let's get this card here first. And so I'm going to make the first 3. So I'm going to make one of each card. And I'm going to make them just like the kit says to. And then I'm going to make a twist. All right. So we have this here. Then we have so we have chives, basil, and mint. Okay. And we're not stamping on these, but we are stamping this flower on the chives. So I need my petunia pop because I'm going to use my mama pad instead of the little spot. And hopefully this has got a good amount of ink on there. So I'm just going to grab a little scrap piece of paper and just test it out. Oh yes, marvelous. All right. So we are going to, and I didn't even realize that chives flowered. All right, so we're just going to stamp with the petunia on here. So it's just going to add a little cute pop of color on our little tag. I also want Thanks for Making Me Grow, and that uses this angly one. And thanks for helping me grow. So again, I'm just going to, now when you get a new stamp set, especially photopolymer, if they don't want to take the ink good, I'm just inking up a few times. You can ink it first in Versamark, and then it kind of cleans off any of the, not gunk, but it's almost got a film. And so usually I just test it. So, and I think because I have my petunia pop is really, really inked. So it's really good. So thanks for helping me grow. Goes on that one. And then we have, let's see here. So the tear tape, I'm just going to leave in here because what I like to do is I have like packs of tear tape from like, because we have it in the catalog. So I just save these because sometimes when I do a class, I'll need tear tape and then I just have these extra ones and then I just stick them in the, you know, stick them in the class. So I usually just toss those. All right, not toss them, but I put them in a bucket and use them later because I have my full roll that I order from the catalog. But a lot of times I just use Scotch tape as well. All right, so this is just some twine. And then we just have to figure out where the end is, which is sometimes a feat in itself. All right, So let's see here. So we have our card, and we are going to put, so they want tear tape on the chives, but I'm just going to use seal. So they do, a lot of times with the paper pumpkin, they do put tear tape in there, because maybe you're like a new crafter and you might not have seal, you might not have certain things. Maybe you take your paper pumpkin and you go to like your son's basketball game, and while they're rehearsing, you know, you can do your paper pumpkin. So you just got to make sure you take your block and you can work on it, because it'll have everything in there. But I'm just going to use my seal. All right, so we have our seal. So this goes on first, up in the corner there. And then the mint. So also the mint is also glued directly. And then it just kind of comes down like that. Okay. But then for the basil, they put this on with dimensionals. And like I said, look at this huge dimensional. Holy moly. I don't think I've ever seen such a huge dimensional. I mean, that is amazing. All right. So we are going to put this on. Now this goes on down here like that. Okay. And then they want us to take the twine, and they say 12 inches of twine. And I'm a bad girl, and I just am a rebel. And I just kind of visualize like how much I need. Because if it's too much, I just trim it. If I run out, I can grab some other ones. And usually I'm not a big twine. I usually don't do this, you know, much. But I am doing this one like the cat, like it says. Now I'm making it kind of wiggly. Where's my seal? I'm going to use my seal. I'm doing it kind of wiggly instead of how they do it. I'm just putting my little tails in the center. So I'm just sticking those edges, and I'm just going to have it kind of look a little sloppy. So we've just kind of got some stuff happening there. And then we'll use dimensionals again. So usually I don't put those ribbons like that. All right, and the thanks for helping me grow goes. All right, now I put it like it said, but really, hang on a minute, this one needs to get rolled off because it's going over top of this, and it already has a dimensional on it, right? So that would mean that this would be wonky. It would be crooked. So instead, I'm going to put a dimensional here. So that when I put this, it will catch there. And then it won't be. And then this just kind of like lays on there. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, so there's the first one. And there was no bling, I don't believe, with this kit. All right, so thanks for helping me grow. So there's the first one, made like it's supposed to be. And remember, I'm going to do one of each of the three, and then I'll do a twist. All right. Now we have the green one. Okay. I love that it's on both sides. Okay, so we have the green one, and it is this bigger frame thing. And we are using the 3 popped out plants. And this one is stamped to a wonderful friend. So again, I'm going to make sure this is good and inked up. Looks good. Ooh, look at that. I went like way off of the thing. Let me wash that off my block, because that's just screaming to make a mess. All right. So let's do To a Wonderful Friend. And that is stamped off to the side. So you want to stamp it over here, because we're going to put those flowers or the herbs off to the side. All right. So this is using the tear tape, but again, I'm just going to use the seal. And it goes right in the center. Okay. And then we're going to put, I'm like looking. All right. So this one's going to go on the top. These two, I'm like looking for, was there another one I had to pop out? One second. I'm like looking for, oh, I totally missed this one. Oh no, here it is. I was like, what? I was missing this one. All right, so I need, what do I want? I want this one. Oh, is it all 4? Da, 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 da. It's all 4 of them. Okay. It is all 4 of the lovelies. All right, so To a Wonderful Friend. All right. Now this has dimensionals. It's also going to do that twine. Okay, so this one goes on first. And I'm just going to, now you could use green tip glue, but I'm just using my seal. So this goes over here. Like that. Then we have this one here, and it kind of comes down. Kind of comes down a little bit. Like that. And then we have this, which is, what would this be? I don't know. Is this time? Okay, so then we have this one, and he just kind of tucks up here like that. All right, but this one is going to go on over top of my To a Wonderful Friend. And then this one has dimensionals. Okay. And they put that twine that now I cannot find. Good grief, Diana. It is right here. I'm sure it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is, underneath my scissors. All right. So they did the same thing with that twine. So what they do is they kind of loop-de-loo it. So I'm just going to put my seal. And then they kind of go, so this one has the end. So loop, loop-de-loo. And that looks kind of cute, right? All right. So then this goes on here like that. So let's peel. Oh, I already peeled them. All right. So this goes on here like that. And then this one is going to go over top of that. So that's why you stamped that to a wonderful friend off to the side, because then this is going to go on the top. And so it's going to get glued here. So you're going to want to put a dimensional back here. So it goes there, and maybe one here. Just go as close to the edge as you can without being able to see it. And then that way, it just straddles this pink piece right there. But so this one's really cute. I like how that one turned out. All right, so that's number 2. And then this is the third one, doing it like the kit says. And then I'll do a twist. I keep saying that. But usually I just do one card. Well, I shouldn't say that because last week I did do a few with the heirloom arrangements. So I did do a couple before I did my twist. All right, so we have, this is going to go here. We are also going to, so this has got that chives again. So we're going to stamp the little chives. Little chive flowers. Okay. And it also does this circle. And the circle says, hello, spring. And it is already so hot in Arizona. We had some 80-degree weather days already. And that is just too hot already. We had a miserable summer last year, and they say it's going to happen again this year, so I'm not looking forward to that at all. I know, I shouldn't complain because there's worse things to complain about than how hot it is, but I'm just saying it's very warm. All right, so let's get to putting this together. Now, this is just glued directly on. Okay. So this is glued directly on, and it's down a little ways. So it's not in the center, it's down a little ways and then off to the side. And these are kind of cute because it's like, you know, it has a frame, but yet they're wiggly lines. It's not like a perfect. And I love this one with the, like it looks like you tore that out of a book. All right, now this goes on with those huge dimensionals. Oh, Winston's barking. I have to apologize. Jeff's getting home from hunting, so that's probably what he's barking about. Uh-oh, I need to go close the door. Oh, hear him crying? Oh my gosh, he has missed Daddy so much. He is like, open the door, Dad. Oh, Daddy, you're taking too long. All right, let me go close the door. Okay, I closed the door, but you're probably still going to hear him, so I apologize. All right, once Jeff gets in the house, he won't be making so much noise. All right, so now this is going to go on here, but I don't want to block that chives, but I'm just going to do like it says. All right, so this has a dimensional off to the side because it's going to, this has got a dimensional, so you want a dimensional here, so I'm just going to put a little seal, and that goes like this. And then, oh, but you know what? I was supposed to put this underneath the green. So we will change that a little bit, and I will put it underneath here instead. So it'll kind of look the same, but so Winston has now opened the door and he's in the studio. So hopefully he'll calm himself down. All right. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to plop that on there. So it'll be behind the circle instead of that. All right. And then this goes on with dimensionals. And I'm going to put 3. Oops. Okay. So cute. And it kind of comes down like that. So I just kind of left these all kind of wiggly. But that's so cute too, right? All right, so let me show you the first 3. And then we'll get to my twist. All right, so I did, but these are just like the kit says. And look at all these backings. So this is 1, 2, and 3. So this is super cute, and I love how they look, just done like they're supposed to be. But now let's have some fun and make a twist. Okay, so for my twist, I wanted to play with the envelopes first, and because they're all the way decorated on the inside. And I want to play with the little book boxes. So what I did was I cut my envelope into 3x4 pieces and then a 4x1. And then I have this little piece. I also cut myself a strip of basic black because I am going to stamp with Memento instead of the petunia. And I want this to be the sending love. So let's see how good this is inked. Good. All right, so I'm still going to put that on the circle. So we have sending love. On the circle. Okay. And then the little chives, I'm going to stamp them in black too. And just kind of have like a black and green going on. Okay. And then I'm also going to take my splatter guard. And I'm going to put some little splatters on there as well. So I'm just using my basic black blends with the brush side. And I'm just going to fleck it on to the card. And that's just going to give me some cute little speckles on there. All right. And I might do it as well on this. I love putting like little speckles or splatters. It's just always, you got to get it in the right spot, or you get it all over the desk instead of where you want it to be. Okay. Okie dokie. So I think that's all I want to stamp for now. Let that dry. We'll put our box together. Make sure that's dry. All right, so we're going to put our little box together. Oops, and I've got ink on my hand. Okay. Because if you're doing this, you would not be trying to go quick like I am. All right. So just get all your scores. Okay. And then you're going to bring these little ends in. And then you bring your little box over. And it already has your adhesive. So just peel that off. And then bring this in. And then what I do is I, open it enough where you can bring that in, but then kind of squeeze it a tad so it's a nice shape box. Peel the other side off. And do the same thing. Bring that in. And then just kind of, not tons, but just kind of fold that in. Just give it a little tiny squeeze. Just so it's a nice shape. All right. Now we're going to decorate this before we put it together. So I have my, let's get our scores at least. Okay, so it's kind of got its score going on. All right, so we have our 3x4, and I'm going to just put it on with green tip glue. And I find it easier to put the glue on the box because I am going to trim this a little bit because we've got corner rounds here, so I'll just follow that with my scissors. So I'm going to glue this on as close to that seam as I can. Okay. And then we'll do our center one. Same thing, just kind of put it close to the seam, but I am putting a little bit of a space so that they don't butt up to each other. And then let's do the back. So same thing, up to that seam. And then just give it a good rub. It doesn't take too long for that green tip glue to set up. Okay. And, oh, you know what I did? I glued my things backwards. Okay, so not a big deal. So my box is going to open like this instead of like this. So that doesn't really matter. But just make sure, especially because this right here, it has a direction. So if you are putting plaid, it doesn't matter so much. But yeah, this has a direction to it. So my box is just going to open like this instead. All right. Not a big deal. All right, so now I'm just going to take and I'm just going to use the box as my thing. When I was gluing it on there, in my head I'm like, am I gluing this the right way? But there are no mistakes in stamping, only design changes, right? All right, so I'm just using my box. Is my guide. All right. Good, good, good. All right. So this is going to go in here like that. So it's a backwards box. Backwards book. No worries. All right. So then this just goes in here up against the crack. Up against the score line, like that. So then you have your cute little book. And then what I am going to do is when we decorate the top, I'm going to decorate this and I'm going to put dimensional so it will sit up so we can tuck this up underneath it. All right, so let's bring this over here. Where are my dimensionals? So we'll be putting our dimensionals up towards the top and the bottom so that it will straddle that book closure. Okay, so we're going to close. Just let's put this here like that. And then that's going to go on there. And see, now this keeps it closed like that. Okay. Then we're going to go like this on here. But I want to put this little piece of black underneath there first. Because we've got green and green, so I kind of want to put a little something underneath there just to kind of separate the two. And then I'll just snip and snip. So now it just has that little bit of black there. And I'm going to cover that writing up. And we'll put our sending love. Okay, so this is going to go here, and it is a box, so I don't mind it, like, you know, kind of going off. And then we're going to do our sending love. So for our sending love, I'm going to put my dimensionals up towards the top. We'll just put a little green tip on the bottom here. And then we'll just go like that. And I think it looks so cute as a little box, even though I did it backwards. Because it still opens up, no worries. Now, keep in mind, you do not want to peel this off if you want the person to be able to open it. If you want the person to have to tear it apart, you know, to open it, then you would put you would tear that. What you can do is we can take another piece of this and we can totally cover this like we did the other one. And then I'll just use the box as my guide to trim around that. So I'm just trimming around that. So then this stops that person from pulling that. And then it just slides up into there. And it is so cool. Now I do have some of these black. Now I don't know if these are still in the last chance list or not. But these are just some black dimensionals, Diana. These are just some black embellishments, matte black dots. And I'm going to plop a couple around just to emphasize even more of that black. So 1, 2, 3. And it just adds a little, little fun. So I don't mind it so much that I did it backwards, but it's super cute. All right, so let me show you what I did with the other cards in regard to a twist. Okay, so for my twist, I pulled out a bunch of stuff to do, the twist on the cards. And so let's see here. So I did a few different cards. All right. So I pulled out some Lost Lagoon. I pulled out the perennial. Let me see. I just pulled out a bunch of stuff. All right. So I pulled out the perennial postage die for this one. I also did some of the vanilla check, the black and vanilla check. Just a little bit here, just kind of sticking out, almost like the Levi jeans tab. I did some more of those matte black dots. I stamped with the Lost Lagoon for the chives instead. And I kind of double stamped them so you see a little bit of a shadow there. I stamped one here, and then I did the memento for the Hello Spring. And then I used part of that envelope as a little banner, and then I just stuck one of those little bubble bath tags that you're supposed to stamp on. I just put it on there. But I love how this one turned out. Just kind of clean and different. And then here's one that I did with Lost Lagoon again with that same blue piece. So this is the original card. Let me get this out of here. So this is the original card. And then this is what I did with it for my other twist. Now I kept this the same. I stamped with the Lost Lagoon ink. I added some of the antique pearls on this one. Let's see what else I did. And I used the exposed brick. So it's kind of hard, but I used the exposed, it's there, you can see it. I used the exposed brick. And I think it was Cindy. I think it was Cindy that was talking about embossing these on the Spring Social. I don't think it was Jill. I think it was Cindy. Oh my gosh, my brain. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But so that does look really cool. So I just used the exposed brick on that one. So I think that is what I did different with those. Now I still have, because I cut the cards in half, I still have like a whole card of each, right? So I'm going to show you what I did with each, but I still have a whole card of each. Plus I have some flowers, I have some more pink things, and they've all fallen underneath my thingy. But so I still have other pieces. But so this is what I did. So this was the original, and this is my twists with the S for that one. Okay. And then for the green one. So this was the original for the green one. And then I did the cute little box that I'm like looking all over for it, but it doesn't matter. You already saw the box. All right. But for the card, so here was the original card. So here's one here. And I just used the smaller of the square here. And I had trimmed this off of the one card. So this was just a little piece that I had left over from that bubble bath piece, and it looked cute there. This is one of the flowers that was under here, and I just popped it. So now that basil pops, and I have dimensional backings dropping everywhere. And I just stamped with the memento with sending love and put some of the party dots around there. Now I didn't do anything to the inside of these cards, but I love how that one turned out. And then I did another one with the green, and this one is Lemon Lime Twist, and this has basic black. So this is the Lemon Lime Twist. Now this one I used the new mini coordinated 3D embossing folder, and I love how that turns out. It looks so cool. It gives so much dimension to that card. But I kept it very, very similar. I just used less of these. because I put ribbon. So this is just some of that ribbon that I had left on my desk after my spring social. But it looks really good because it goes with some of the colors that are in the stamps. And then I just did Hello Spring with the memento. But see, this is where I cut. See, I cut that shorter, and then I used it behind there. So there's those. The green one. And then this was the original with the basic beige. And I pulled out some Bubble Bath because this is Bubble Bath. You know, Bubble Bath, it's in that, it goes with that kit. So I pulled out some Bubble Bath and some Pool Party because I love that look, and it goes really, really well with this stamped, or the images as well. And then I stamped with Bubble Bath, but I also stamped the Petunia Pop over top. So you kind of have like a whole bunch of flowers kind of going on there. Then I did it to a Wonderful Friend, some Pool Party party dots. And then I took the, I don't know if this is thyme or what that is, but I hung it upside down like it would be drying instead of standing it up. And I like how that one turned out. So that's one. And then this is the other one I did with this. Now I trimmed this one down smaller, and that one I did the modern herringbone with that one. So you can kind of see it better when you show it at an angle. And then I did the same thing with the pieces from the envelope. I just wanted a little banner, a little something going on. So that looks super cute. So don't waste your envelopes. I just fishtailed it. And I stamped with the Bubble Bath. I put some of the little pink blings around. But so here was the original. And then here was the two. So this was really fun. So I got quite a bit out of that kit, you know, just me playing. I still have, you know, the envelopes that I'll use for the cards, and then these are the pieces that I had left over from my little box. But so yeah, this is a super cute little kit. So I'm gonna say, see you later, alligator. Let me know what you think. And it's super fun. So I just kind of like cut the cards in half. I trimmed them. I just kind of ran things through. I just kind of laid the pieces that I think I wanted to go with those, and I just played it by ear. I just had fun with it. So sometimes it is. It's just fun to sit and play. That's why I like the Memories and More card packs, because you can just kind of sit there and just like, oh, I can cut this out, or I can die cut that, or I can do whatever, and just sometimes you just need to do that, right? Sometimes we lose our mojo, like people say, like, oh, I can't think of anything. So if you just kind of like just kind of turn your brain off a little bit, right? Like, don't stress about it, and just like let it just kind of happen. It's really, really fun. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. I will see you tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays. That will be at 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. So I will see you tomorrow. So thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.